Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Flashpoint Friday. And we've got a bit of an intro here and okay. Alright, so first escape games. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. It's time for one of these again. Japanese Park Escape. So, longtime viewers of the series will know full well what we're about to get into here. As per usual, I checked the website. The website's still up, and it's another website that pretty much makes just escape games and proudly proclaims that there's a new one every day. So, yeah, these escape game farm websites, basically, they just churn them out one after the other. So, kind of on a related note, Flashpoint has been adding more and more entries ever since I started this series, and I've tried my best to stay on top of it and add new additions to my master list that I select from randomly. But I've been skipping over any new escape games that crop up. Is that cheating? Maybe. But I'm kind of doing this for my sanity and maybe for the viewer's sanity as well. But anyway, let's go. Funnily enough, I kind of always had a premonition when I ran this through the randomizer. I was thinking, oh boy, I'm probably due for another one of these again, aren't I? Sure enough. So maybe I'm developing a sixth sense for this kind of thing. But anyway, instruction. Japanese Park Escape is another point-and-click escape game developed by First Escape Games. Assume that you are in a picturesque Japanese park and the gate has been locked while you're still inside. Okay, you have to escape from park, and for that you need to solve the puzzles by interacting with objects, make use of the hints and clues to escape, have fun playing this new FEG escape game. I probably won't, but we'll see. Okay. Well, at least they give you arrows to show where to go. And the art style looks consistent this time around. It's looks like a series of photographs with mild edits to allow for the puzzles, I think. Maybe mild Photoshop edits. The only problem with that approach, I think, is that it might be difficult to suss out what you can interact with or not. But okay, so yeah, tree stump, the usual old number puzzles and all that sort of thing. I'm going to try to keep this shorter than I normally do for escape games, where I try to make an effort, but it always ends up, I think, dragging on for a little too long. And maybe it's boring for the viewers, so I'm just gonna, yeah, see, I didn't even know that was there. I was just randomly clicking around, so while I can appreciate its consistent art style with the photograph approach, it makes it very difficult to see these things, especially since it doesn't seem to be playing in like a full window and such. So yeah, I'm finding myself having to strain a bit to see what I can find and where things go and all that. So these maple leaves probably go here, right? Yeah, so if you collect 5, that opens something, and yeah. And same for these flowers with that. Okay. Yeah, like, once again, I didn't even see that. I was just clicking randomly. Oh, and there's more. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so it looks like most of the puzzles revolve around collecting leaves or bits of, is that a stick or a bit of a tree branch or something? I don't know, but it looks like a birch tree. But so yeah, you collect stuff, and you collect various leaves and blossoms to put in the corresponding puzzle slots to unlock other items, presumably, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's your usual escape game fare. You know, I think longtime viewers will know full well what this is all about at this point, so I think I'll just go ahead and call it there. So that's Japanese Park Escape. It is another escape game where you're I guess, stuck in a Japanese park and you have to escape, as the instructions indicated. And, credit where credit is due. Like I said before, had a consistent art style. The puzzles seemed maybe a bit more straightforward as well than your typical escape games. So that's something in its favor, I guess. But at the end of the day, it is another escape game. And as I've said before, I do not like these games, as I have come to learn, with so far only one exception to that rule. But having said that, if you're the kind of person who likes these games, then you'll probably like this. So take that for what it is. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.